Please get ready for a dictation of material titled Social Media, Fourth Pillar of Democracy. 5 seconds. Start. When India had to go to elect a new government at the center in the year 2019, the Election Commission of India tweeted a video to urge the newly listed young voters to come to the polling booths and exercise their franchise. This video had as the main protagonist generation of young voters, all smiling and cheerful, stood in queues eagerly to exercise their voting rights. This crisp video of about 2 minutes instantly went viral across social media, with people sharing it and retweeting it. This is the power of social media, a space in the internet provided by platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and many more. The users are the direct consumers of content on these platforms. At the same time, they have the power to create and circulate their views or views of others with whom they connect to, all in the click of a virtual button. Democracy is not merely holding an election and electing a legitimate government. It is a process, an engaging scheme of things which empowers the citizens to realize their true potential. Towards the achievement of this goal, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature play their requisite part as the 3 core pillars of democracy. Media is touted as the 4th pillar because it empowers the citizen with information about the other 3 pillars. Ever since India fought for the realization of being a democratic polity, the role of media during pre-independence cannot be underrated. The print media in the form of vernacular newspapers or English ones to newsletters and pamphlets circulated during Swadeshi movement have helped in the fight against the despotic and oppressive colonial rule. Post-independence, during the dark times of emergency in the 1970s, prominent newspapers left blank spaces in their editorial pages to protest the stifling of the democratic pillars, the elected executive and legislature. With the ushering in the age of satellite, the print media was supplemented with the power of audio-visual media. The television channels and most prominent news channels airing round the clock led to scrutiny of the pillars of democracy. Also, they have promoted the culture of live debates and discussions, which only helped to strengthen the democratic polity. The power of media was exploited to the maximum in the last decade with the advent of social media. This is seen from the fact that almost all the stakeholders in a democracy have a social media account, a creditable outlet for reaching a direct audience. For example, when the civil administration of a district urging the residents to give up single-use plastic bags, large number of people not only started to discard plastic bags, but also came forward and actively took part in the drive against use of plastic bags. There are many such examples where authorities in government, private and public entities using social media to inform public of the happenings and elicit their response and active involvement where necessary. Especially during these times of corona pandemic, the central and state governments have been extensively using all available social media platforms to disseminate a wide range of information for knowledge of the general public relating to the disease containment, management, prevention, and so many other issues. Although it would be generally wrong to only glorify the positive impacts of social media in a democracy, it has come under immense scrutiny for many reasons. The vehement use of social media by the political parties to further their campaign or agenda is a case in point. It is alleged to go against the tenets of fair electioneering practices by targeting certain castes, groups, or community to garner votes and in the process adversely affecting the democracy. The issues of fake news, circulation, targeting via trolling of a person as well as perpetrating violence by inciting mob attacks through social media also point to the adverse impact of the social media. Abuse of social media is more evident if we look at the case of Cambridge Analytica, where large number of social media accounts were breached to benefit a political party's candidate in elections in Great Britain and elsewhere. It shows how social media is not helping strengthen democracy but is actually weakening it. It made Twitter even to ban all political advertisements in its platform in the interest of being fair to its users. Notwithstanding the issues discussed above, in a socio-culturally diverse country as India, the social media revaluation has played an unifying and empowering role for many. The democracy is strengthened as its people find adequate representation in the economic, political, and social space through social media. The social media has brought in economic prosperity by enabling many artisans and small-scale producers of handicrafts and textiles to connect to a global marketplace through their social media accounts. Social media platform also helped budding musicians, actors, actresses, and sportsmen to showcase their talents and get wider recognition and opportunities of earning their livelihoods. Many social media accounts are also disseminating educational content for the benefit of rural and tribal students. The benefits of social media is undoubtedly multidimensional. Social media as the fourth pillar of democracy is a vibrant one. The live features of Twitter and Facebook as well as trend analytics tab on the same empowers any citizen to use it to get his message across in times of distress and joy. The use of hashtags and followers may have created many ripples in the democratic functioning of a polity. But if used in the right manner, social media can definitely act as a fourth pillar of democracy by empowering the citizens and checking on the others. Stop.